Trevor, overall, how do you feel like, it went tonight? How did it feel out there? And like last week, did it feel like, just took a little bit to maybe get settled in?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. I don't like to say too much before I watch it and see. And there's definitely a lot of good things to watch from the tape and learn from. Pittsburgh did a nice job, gave a lot of different looks. So there'll be a lot of things to learn from. I'd say just obviously we want to score more touchdowns. Similar theme as last week. So got to improve there. I mean, you've seen our ability to drive the ball and time of possession and keep drives going has been great, and that's something that's going to really help us throughout the season. But in order to win these games, you got to score more points. So from there, I'd say that's the first thing, obviously, that comes to mind. That's the obvious. And then I think I left a few plays out there, got a little bit antsy with my feet at times. So there's some things, individually to work on and to watch. And then I think as a unit, though, there was more good things than bad, especially in that first half with our crew that was out there. I felt good about the things we did. Obviously, the obvious is to score more touchdowns, but there'll be more to learn from for sure.
Then, obviously a lot of time and passes to Christian out there. I mean, just how important is it to get those kind of game speed reps with him against, another defense as opposed to just in practice?
Yeah, I mean, it's different. It's similar. It's different for him, one, because it is full live all the time, and that's not, how it is in practice. But then also for me, throwing to him is time clock speeds up a little bit, especially when you're playing against, a guy like T.J. Watt, who obviously is a great pass rusher. And so that was great for our group to get to work through that and have a couple series against all those guys. And it's like a real game. And to have 10-plus play drives. I mean, I don't know if that's exact, but some long drives. So I thought it was great. But yeah, I mean, the reps with Christian, obviously it's our first game playing together. That's going to get better and better. I thought he did some nice things. I missed him on one or two early that I'd like to have back, but we'll connect on those.
Balanced attack, Trevor. Balanced attack for you tonight. Doug hinted on it somewhat. The game plan to also come out and try to run the football. What was that like? And you feel like under normal circumstances, once you get into the regular season, that would have changed?
What do you mean? Do I feel like that would have changed?
Red zone and some calls that you made. He said that he wanted to lean a little bit more on the run tonight.
Okay,
do you believe that in a normal set of circumstances, those calls wouldn't have been made?
Yeah, I mean, you try to play these games because, I mean, they're still real games. It's you got to play them like they're real. But on the other hand, you don't game plan the same. You know that you have the season coming up in a couple weeks, and you want to have all your ammo. You want to be prepared, and you got to play it smart. But you also can't come out here and not use anything and get your teeth kicked in. So you got to find the balance. So I think we're doing a great job. I think whatever we run, we just got to execute. And you saw that tonight at times, and other times where we didn't. All around every position. So I'd say from that standpoint, game week that could change. Yeah, like you said, obviously the game plans are very detailed and in depth week to week. So it just depends.
That one play, there appeared to be about three guys all in the same area when you threw into the end zone. Was that just an offensive breakdown there? Was that a wrong route that was run?
No, I mean, I'll have to watch it to make sure, but really from the pictures on the sideline and from just being out there and seeing it unfold, I think we were in the right spots. It was a little naked, and they covered up our flat quick, and then it was zones. They covered up Zay coming across, and then Marvin did a good job working the back of the end zone, scramble drill, and I just missed it about a foot wide there, so we should have scored there. So that's one that, along with some to Christian, that I'd want back.
Speaking of the two that you talked about with Christian, one of them you let him a little too much, and the other one it was too high.
Mm-hmm.
When you get back to the sideline, Christian said that you guys don't really talk about regrets or anything like that. You may talk a little bit about scheme, but I mean, in your own mind, I mean, when you walked off, was it like, oh, I should have had that one,
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the first one especially, both of them were on their sideline, but the first one just missed pretty bad. It should have been an easy first down. I think it was like 3rd and 4 or something like that. And the second one had a little bit of pressure and threw the ball a little early and just kind of misplaced it by probably a yard. So that'll happen from time to time. Obviously, the first one was should have been easy completion. Got to have that. But yeah, we're talking about, and he has the confidence in me. Like I'm gonna make that throw. Like that's not gonna happen often. So we don't really talk much about that. I'm telling him like I got to hit him there. But we're talking more about general scheme. How did the DB play it? Why did he decide to do this on the route instead of this? That's kind of what we're talking about.
Why did you flash that Dikembe Mutombo finger?
I'm just having fun. I'm just having fun out there. I didn't think you guys would catch it, but of course you did. So no, I was talking to Cam after the game. So I grew up a big Tennessee fan, you guys know. And just told him, I was like, hey, I watched you play all through the year. So we ended up switching jerseys, so hopefully he doesn't get mad about the video.
Nobody in the locker room has seen it at this point.
So, yeah, so CJ showed me, actually. I didn't even realize it was going to be on camera. But I'm just having fun. Nothing, no harm there.
Trevor, how valuable has Mike McCoy been on the sidelines for you and just kind of coaching you through the game, and when you're looking on the tablet and kind of, like you said, looking at the pictures of what the defense is showing, just how valuable has he been so far early on?
He does a great job. I think just his calm presence has been great. He's not a guy that's big, high energy on game day. He stays really calm, and you make a mistake, you miss a throw, whatever. He really just likes to keep looking forward. Doesn't really look back on what happened in the past. I think he does a great job of just getting us ready for the next series. And then, we look at all the pictures. Just has so much experience from guys that he's coached. Being offensive coordinator, head coach, all those things. Just every time we're looking at something, he has kind of a different thought that, we're kind of looking at what happened and little things that are more obvious, and he's kind of looking backside of, think about this next time. If this is covered, get to this. A lot of different things. Then Andrew Briner's another guy. He does a great job getting the looks getting the pictures on there for us and really breaking them down. He does an awesome job.
Trevor, in the first half there, you were still 5 for 9 on third downs for that portion of the game. Even despite some stuff that you'd rather have back and still getting Christian in with chemistry-wise, how much positive is that to say about the offense growing during camp?
Like I said, there's definitely more good than bad today. Obviously, the end result is not what you want. You want to win the game, but I think there was a lot of good things we did and a lot to learn from, obviously. And third down has been something that the last 2 weeks we've done a really good job, and that's been a big emphasis for us because obviously last year we weren't a good third down team. So you got to be, if you're going to be a good offense, you got to be good on third down. So it's good to see that, but like we said, just continuing to finish those drives. Last week was more we were getting down there in the red zone, didn't finish them. This one we just kind of getting stuck in the fringe area. So just all that, just all stuff to work on and situations that we'll work on for sure.
And would you say that as far as the ones that you did miss with Christian, is it too simple to say that it's just chemistry at this point because you guys are new together? Or?
I don't even think that. I think really it's more just 2 missed throws, and that's going to happen. And I know one I threw to the left, didn't feel like I really got set for it properly, so I didn't feel great coming out. And then the other one, like I said, tried to anticipate it because I had a guy on my face and just missed it. So I think we've gotten a lot of work together. You guys have seen practices. We've gotten a ton of reps, and he's been a main target. He's done a great job of just us communicating, and so that's going to come obviously with time, though, to your point. But no, it's just missed throws.
Trevor, are you dwelling less on those mistakes, knowing that they're going to get ironed out later on in the preseason, the regular season this year, compared to last year, where maybe they got to you a little more in the preseason? Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I think that just comes with experience too, realizing that it's all about the next play, the next game, all that stuff. You can't dwell in the past, especially in this league. It's like I've said, it's a long season, and you really got to put your best foot forward every day. So I think I learned that last year too, obviously struggling a little bit throughout the season. I had to learn kind of the hard way of how to move on, and so now you have a couple bad plays in a row, you have a bad series, you just got to go on to the next. It doesn't do any good. That already happened. You can't go back and fix it. All you can do is just the next series, try to take it one play at a time and put yourself in a position to score.
Trevor, Christian said in the locker room that just in terms of what you guys have shown in terms of the offensive scheme, it hasn't been very much at all. Is that what you would say as well?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah,
that's kind of, I don't want to,
cool.
That's pretty much it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you guys. Y'all have a good one.